INFJs are often seen as quiet, introspective, and gentle souls. But don't let their calm demeanor fool you. When pushed, underestimated, or provoked, INFJs have a secret weapon. They're sharp, surgical comebacks. These aren't your typical loud or aggressive responses. They're carefully crafted, deeply insightful, and delivered with the kind of precision that leaves the recipient stunned and speechless. In today's video, we'll uncover how INFJs' comebacks are so insanely effective and why they leave people reeling long after the conversation has ended. From their keen observation skills to their knack for timing, let's explore what makes an INFJ's verbal responses so unforgettable. Let's dive in. 1. They observe everything before speaking. INFJs are natural observers. They notice subtle details, micro-expressions, body language, inconsistencies in someone's tone, and even what isn't being said. This observational skill gives them an almost unfair advantage in verbal sparring because they don't just hear what's being said, they understand the why behind it. When someone tries to insult or belittle them, INFJs don't usually react immediately. Instead, they pause, observe, and process. They pick apart the words, the intention, and the emotional subtext behind them. And then, when they do respond, it's not random or impulsive, it's surgical. Their comeback often targets the core of the issue, exposing not just what was said, but why it was said. For example, if someone tries to mock an INFJ's quiet nature, they might calmly reply, "It's fascinating how my silence says more about you than it does about me." Key takeaway: INFJ's sharp comebacks are effective because they stem from keen observation and an ability to understand the motives behind someone's words. 2. They use precision, not volume. INFJs rarely, if ever, raise their voice in an argument or confrontation. They don't need to. Their power lies in their precision. While others might resort to shouting, sarcasm, or insults, an INFJ will deliver a response so calm and pointed that it slices through the noise like a razor blade. It's not about being the loudest in the room. It's about being the most accurate. INFJs know exactly how to make their words land with maximum impact while maintaining an unshakable composure. This quiet confidence often leaves their opponent flustered, off balance, and unable to respond. For instance, if someone accuses an INFJ of being overly sensitive, they might reply with a calm smile. "It's interesting that my sensitivity makes you uncomfortable. Have you considered why that is?" Key takeaway: INFJs don't need to be loud to make their point. They rely on calm, precise language that cuts straight to the heart of the matter. 3. They know how to ask the right question. INFJ are masters of asking questions that expose the cracks in someone's logic, intentions, or ego. These aren't random questions, they're surgical strikes. Instead of getting defensive or attacking outright, an INFJ might respond with a single, devastating question that forces the other person to stop and reflect. For example, if someone criticizes an INFJ's reserved nature, they might ask, "Why does my quietness make you feel so threatened?" These questions aren't always easy to answer, and that's the point. They force the other person to confront something they'd rather avoid. INFJs understand that sometimes a well-placed question is far more powerful than any long-winded response or heated argument. Key takeaway: INFJs use thoughtful, piercing questions to shift the focus back onto the other person, often exposing insecurities or inconsistencies. 4. They know when to say nothing. One of the most powerful comebacks an INFJ can deliver is silence. INFJs understand that not every battle needs to be fought with words. Sometimes the most effective response to arrogance, manipulation, or aggression is to simply walk away. This isn't about avoidance, it's about refusing to play someone else's game. Silence creates a vacuum, and in that vacuum, the other person is left with their own words echoing back at them. If someone tries to provoke an INFJ with a rude comment, an INFJ might simply offer a knowing smile, hold eye contact, and walk away without saying a word. This non-reaction speaks volumes. It sends a message that the INFJ refuses to lower themselves to the other person's level. Key takeaway. Sometimes the most powerful comeback isn't a response, it's a refusal to engage. INFJs know when silence speaks louder than words. 5. They speak truths people aren't ready to hear. INFJs have an uncanny ability to see through facades. They can detect when someone is hiding behind bravado, masking insecurity, or projecting their fears onto others. When an INFJ delivers a comeback, it's often wrapped in an uncomfortable truth, one the other person wasn't prepared to confront. For example, if someone lashes out at an INFJ with an insult, the INFJ might respond with, "It must be exhausting carrying all that anger around. I hope you find peace someday." These responses are rarely delivered with malice. Instead, they're said with a level of calm honesty that's impossible to ignore. The recipient might not have an immediate retort, because deep down, they know the INFJ is right. Key takeaway. INFJ's comebacks are so impactful because they often contain truths people have been avoiding, wrapped in calm delivery and piercing insight. 6. They don't waste words on people who don't deserve them. INFJs understand the value of their energy and words. They don't waste either on people who are committed to misunderstanding them or on arguments that have no productive outcome. When an INFJ realizes that someone is more interested in winning than understanding, they disengage. They'll deliver one final impactful line, often something that cuts through the noise and leaves a lingering thought, and then they'll step away. For instance, if someone tries to belittle an INFJ's intelligence in an argument, the INFJ might calmly say, "Your opinion of me doesn't change my reality," and then they'll walk away. This final line often carries a weight that hangs in the air long after the INFJ has exited the conversation. Key takeaway. INFJs know their words are valuable, and they won't waste them on people who aren't interested in meaningful dialogue. INFJs might seem soft-spoken and gentle on the surface, but beneath that calm exterior lies a sharp mind and a keen understanding of human behavior. Their comebacks aren't loud or flashy, they're surgical, insightful, and devastatingly accurate. Whether it's through silence, a piercing question, or a calmly delivered truth, INFJs have a way of leaving people speechless, not out of malice, but out of their ability to see straight through the noise and into the heart of the issue. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the INFJ personality. Share your thoughts below. Have you ever delivered an INFJ-style comeback that left someone stunned? What's your go-to response when someone tries to challenge you? Remember, your words are powerful tools. Use them wisely, and never underestimate their impact. Thank you for watching, and stay true to your INFJ brilliance.